Alright guys, welcome back. We are here once again, finally bringing you the last, not the second to last game in fact, of today, which is PENTA versus ArcaneX, a match I've been looking extremely forward to, and of course the knife round has already been over and done with, guys. I believe ArcaneX won the knife round and ArcaneX won the map, and ArcaneX won the map, and I believe PENTA won the side. So map has been chosen as Ankara, guys.
Yes.
And it looks to me like PENTA will go ahead and take this the global risk side. And map pool is Ankara and Port, and our decider is Mexico. And we can go ahead and say we are ready for this game, guys. So let's get things started here. ArcaneX starting to ready up here. And we will be underway very soon, guys. I believe Tasty is in fact Jan, I believe, and Trix is
Sata. Trix is Sata.
Trix is Sata. So good luck and have fun to both these teams, guys. And we are about to jump into game very shortly in the next couple of seconds here. So waiting for the players to get in game, and yeah, guys, it looks like we are live. Let's get things started here. Obviously, we do have PENTA on the global risk side of things, guys, and let's get things started here. It looks like we seem to have a Thunder going off towards B bridge. 2 players headed off towards B side, and 2 players headed off towards A. In the meantime, though, from the other point of view, we see 4 players up in mid and 1 towards B long. Already Tasty making his way into the underpass, just firing away bullets there, really, Laren. I mean, just seeing if he can like pre-fire into the enemy to see if he can get that early pick, but then again did give his position away, but that's not too much to worry about, really. Looks like right now they do have underpass control here, but Thunder did just fire a shot, left him 40 HP, took 40 HP damage, my bad, and is left on 60 now, so but still, though, PENTA remaining solid, it looks like, Laren, and obviously, obviously ArcaneX here trying to find their footing to see what they can do, really, to open things up early on in this first round.
Yes, indeed. ArcaneX there with a pretty good underpath control. Tasty pre-firing there the corners, and Thunder was peeking sometimes. Oh, again, like, they're controlling this underpass so well, like Thunder has no chance to do even a pick with the scope there.
Indeed, he did not, and it looks like now, obviously, first pick going in favor of Team ArcaneX here, and looks like they will head on early 5v4 advantage for themselves. And looks like Farzad now is going to be headed off towards A. So here, Bomb is headed off towards A as well, in the hands of Dice, aka CN, as most people know him. It's, Dice obviously did play in Flipside for a couple of months as well. And looks like Trix is going to get a kill onto Loons as well. Rain now actually rotating, Flex still staying on A. FaZe is already rotated. He's most likely going to be coming in from the back. He does have a player coming up on bridge. He has been spotted. Left on 2 HP here. He does manage to pick up ZDD there, aka Balkan, and FaZe is just going to go ahead back off towards his team here, and probably going to be looking for another pick elsewhere. Dice in the meantime playing off towards Sandwich, we call it, which is in between the generators there. Rain taking a bit of damage. FaZe already making his way up. He finds the first one. Rain now making his way up for lands a nice headshot there. Tasty though finds 2 return frags. All up to Rain now. 1-on-2 situation here. Rain finds the first one, left in 76 HP. Switches towards the Diga. Bomb is planted right in front of his generator. Rain now going to make his way up. I think he knows where Tasty is. He has spotted him. What a clutch there for Rain. 1-on-2, winning the first round for his team. Impeccable shot there coming out of Rain, and a beautiful clutch in itself, but Tasty though with the double kill.
Man, just incredible. I mean, Tasty, the bomb was down, Tasty getting the double kill, and it looked like, okay, ArcaneX is going to secure that round. But at the other hand, we saw Rain there. Rain just doing the retake and getting 3 kills plus the bomb. I mean, crazy stuff there.
Yeah, crazy stuff indeed. And Casey now actually finding the first initial pick there onto Thunder. And looks like Trix is now going to go ahead and join him as well. Loons, though, literally playing on this corner here. Not going to give really his position away. Just going to allow them to push up. He did make a little first step there, so maybe Trix heard him. I'm not quite sure. But right now, the first entry already in favor of the team ArcaneX, it looks like. Loons, though, did take a bit of damage, left on 68 HP, it seems like. But right now, though, ArcaneX headed off towards the B bomb site here, or should I say, towards the B hotel. Actually, Trix, though, will go ahead pick off Loons there. That's another kill for them. They're going to go ahead push up this underpass. FaZe, they're going to go ahead and flash here. Could he get one? No, he won't. Trix will go ahead and pick him up. Rain's turn out to go ahead and hold the site. Trix will finish him off as well. Impeccable shots coming out of Trix here. All up to Flex now. 1-on-5 situation. Bomb had just been planted. He picks up, falls out, surviving on 68 HP. Not going to get pushed up by another, but it won't be enough. Tasty there to back up the rest of his team and win the round. So 1-1 right now, Laren.
Yeah, 1-1, and the kills are getting traded, but the kills, it looks like Tasty and Trix are doing the whole work for the team ArcaneX.
Indeed it is. I mean, the rest of the players here not really on any frags at this moment in time, but hopefully that will change sooner or later. But Trix with some immense entries, Laren. I mean, pretty much MVP of the previous round. I think he picked up at least 3 to 4 kills maybe, Laren?
Yeah, I think it was 3 kills. But still, it was crazy. I mean, he got the 2 double headshots directly and just winning the spot and dropping down the bomb. They secured the bomb, and I think now they know they can run to the B spot, because on those 2 rounds they were even on the bomb plant and they did get the bomb down. So they kind of know now that the B side is maybe a bit weak from PENTA.
Maybe they do, and it looks like once again, though, Team ArcaneX going to be shifting off this middle here, and looks like Tasty's probably going to be the one to go ahead and peek here, but Thunder picks him up. A great shot coming out of Thunder from that middle. The Thunder still holding the same position. Trix this time looks to have fallen into the A connector. This time not going to probably, not probably going to want to go into a one-on-one battle up against Thunder there. Flash goes in on B long there. FaZe going to peek out with that flash, or was that Loons? It was actually FaZe who peeked out with that flash there to see if he could pick off anyone, but it didn't look like that was going to happen. Farzad here dropping a bit back here, more towards the stairs now, playing a bit more passively. ZWD though outside this A entrance here, or A main should we call it, and FaZe though will actually find the pick onto Farzad there. Dice making his way off towards the bomb. Now he needs to pick that up very soon. Only 30 seconds left on the clock, sorry. And ZWB now making his way off towards bomb side A. Flash goes in. I think they know he's here. Flexo is already shooting him as well. Flexo will actually pick him up, and it looks like now the rest of the team are about to push in as well here. Flex pretty low HP. He does have Rain alongside him. Rain now holding the entrance. Spots Trix though, but FaZe will actually pick him up. FaZe will get the double also. Where did he come from? I think they might have stacked site here with 3 members, as they weren't too sure as to whether they were coming off towards B here. So very well played from PENTA. They're making things 2-1 now on the scoreboard in this first half, and yeah, we still need to see Dice, Farzad and ZWD frag at this point. I mean, not really them two having them 3, sorry, finding their footing, but FaZe though kicking things off there with the first initial pick with Yo. Tries landing the second one, but Tasty will go ahead and pick him up there. That's a 1-for-1 trade so far. Trix left on just above 50 HP. The Thunder finds 2 with the AK. Beautiful shots coming out of Thunder. Can he get the third? No, Trix will trade him up. Trix now running up a hotel here, headed off towards the bridge here. Both players gonna probably go ahead, double peek there. Trix is gonna land gonna fire a shot there into CT. Probably gave his position away. As you can see, Flex now rotating towards A as well. So is Loons at this point. So probably gonna be an A stack coming out of Team PENTA here. I'm loving the stacks the teams have recently been doing, but Dice though does have the bomb. Little do they know that the B side is open, Laren. They could literally run onto the bomb site and just plant the bomb, but obviously they are not using wall hacks, so it's they obviously don't know that. So And Dice though will go ahead, nade out tower here, make sure no one is there. Both players going to go ahead and watch their position, and I think Penta are going to be coming in with an immense flank here, bringing up 3, maybe 2 from the underpass and 1 up the window, 1 up the middle there. Sorry, bomb is going to be planted by Dice, so Tricks playing off towards these boxes here. CT is smoked out, flash goes in as well by Dice. He's going to go ahead and cross over the smoke. All 3 players from Penta though are coming up from the underpass here. Tricks still not watching that underpass. Tricks though making a lot of noise here. Now gonna go ahead and watch his backs here. Daiso will go ahead again, picked up, but what a superb retake coming out of Penta. Even though they were up on numbers, they did have the disadvantage of the bomb side, but a beautiful retake nonetheless. They're making things 3-1 now on the scoreboard, Laren, and it looks like the momentum is only about to raise at this point for Penta.
Yes, indeed, the momentum is going to raise, and as well, it was a pretty good routine by them. I mean, they just went with 3 guys from A to A long, to the middle, to the underpass. So going together, that was a perfect work what they did.
Indeed it is, and Flex seems to have pushed up that A side. It doesn't look like they spotted anyone, but I think Rain is actually not there anymore. FaZe was actually, and did fire a shot, is getting shot at now by Tasty, and he will get picked up by Tricks unfortunately. But we do have a Rain in the A connector, I believe, or was in the A connector. Flex now actually taking his position instead, playing right behind his box. If he gets spammed by at least 3 players, Laren, he is gonna have to back off pretty much. Yes. But bomb is in the hands of ZDD here, and it looks like Dice is about to fall back as well. So maybe a mid push coming here from team ArcaneX.
Yeah, maybe ArcaneX. Maybe they're just like a bit of communication, but yeah, or maybe they're looking more for anti-frags. But still, it's 5 against 4, so they got the anti-frags. So they're going to decide to go to the A spot.
Yeah, and of course the Rain now in a fantastic position. He's gonna go ahead and spray, picks off one. Dice though will trade it up. Flex found one of his own as well. Flex now gonna fall off. He has to fall off. It's a 3-on-3 situation. He does not want to make it a 3-on-2, but he's gonna go ahead and spray out towards Farzad. Farzad pretty low though. He may get picked up. Farzad now literally standing on 3 HP. He's gonna go ahead and bottle it, run towards the A side. Dice will go ahead and plant that baby down. The Tasty though playing pretty close towards CT. Flex now this time gonna be grouping up with Loons. It looks like Thunder though going to be coming in from the flank as well. Thunder though probably going to be up against Farzad anytime soon though. Thunder switching out is all for an AK though. Tasty though finds the first one. Tasty finds the second as well. It's all up to Thunder, and Dice will finish him up. What a beautiful hold coming out of ArcaneX there, making things 3-2 now on the scoreboard, Laren.
Yeah.
And is it too early to say the rounds are going to be back to back?
I think it's not too early. I mean, Tasty and Tricks, they're doing such unbelievable work for the team. I mean, they're doing now probably the game of their lives.
Indeed, it probably is going to be the game of their lives. I mean, 30,000 guys, United States dollars for this first place and that trip to China, guys. Remember, yesterday, Flipside have already qualified for China, and we will be seeing them in the final, guys. And of course, second place will be taking home 12,000 United States dollars plus a trip to China as well, guys. So remember, 2 teams will qualify. 2 teams will qualify to see. But 2 teams will qualify to China to play, or should we say to represent CrossFire Europe, guys. But obviously right now though, here we are, Penta versus ArcaneX, 3-2 currently on the scoreboard. Dice now making his way up towards the underpass. Bomb is dropped here, Laren, so maybe we're going to be seeing a very slow push here. ZDD probably might want to go ahead and pick up the bomb if they do decide to get the entry pick here. But let's take a look at Thunder. He is actually watching the mid here. Penta FaZe though instead is watching B long with an AWP, funnily enough, from Hotel it looks like. So, excuse me there, but what a shot coming out of FaZe there. It looks like Thunder went ahead and fired a couple of shots as well. Loons now actually playing off towards the shoulder. But what a shot coming out of FaZe. Thunder though finds 2! Tricks though only managed to trade up onto FaZe here. Thunder now watching in mid, but ZDD is still in the underpass here. ZDD needs to make a huge play. He has almost 4 players towards that side, and it looks like Thunder playing a pretty questionable spot there, as he just got picked up. ZDD making his life a little bit easier now. 1-on-3 situation for him. 26 seconds left on the clock here. He still needs to deal with Well, actually, he doesn't need to deal with anyone at this point. They actually all are rotating through underpass, in my opinion. Well, in my view, actually, sorry. ZWD though, taking his time. 10 seconds left on the clock now, give or take. He needs to put that bomb down if he wants to win the round, pretty much. Finally, though, he does go ahead and plant the bomb. Flexo coming up from CT, catches him off with a reload. A brilliant pop flash as well, coming up from Penta as well. And Flexo will follow up with the kill. What a great retake once again. And now I feel like I'm watching Majestic here, Laren. I don't know if you remember Majestic, a team which consisted of Bulls and Flex. And I remember me and Zen loved them for the fact that as soon as a couple of picks were gone in, when there was at least 40 seconds left on the clock, they would go ahead, group up and stack a site. Yes. And obviously right now Penta are not exactly stacking sites, but they're grouping together and playing together, and this is exactly what I want to see for you know, coming into WCA 2015.
Yes, that's we both actually want to see. Penta is a team that is pretty much, let's say, the experienced team out of Europe. They bootcamp twice. They already have been to the Crossfire Stars.
I believe.
Or 3 times? Can be twice. 3 times. Yeah.
Can be 3 times. Two
times for sure. And they already played the Crossfire Stars season 3, I think, was it? And they're here. They're together for a long time, so they got a lot of experience, a lot of synergy, and that's why they can play those routines by going together. That's working out for them.
I do believe Penta bootcamped once with Thunder and then once with Blame and once this year also, but that's here nor there though. And Flexo is actually going to get pushed up by Dice here as he picks off 2 kills. Rain though did trade up onto ZWD there, making things now a 3-on-3 situation, but the bomb is not in hands of Team ArcaneX. But finally though, Trix picks it up, doesn't want to get sniped out by Thunder. Can he land the shot? Thunder, wow, misses the shot there. Unfortunately, doesn't pick up anyone as they planted the bomb there, but that does not matter. I mean, he does have his teammates alongside him. FaZe are going to opt for the AK here, and both him and Thunder are going to be coming in from the backs. Loons is in CT here. Farzad is playing off towards the Avencia. He's going to run into Thunder any moment soon here. Will actually pick him up, but FaZe will actually be pushing out from the main. Picks off one. Can he get the second? FaZe looking for the second here, and he finds the second as well. Switches towards the Diga. 1-on-1 battle, but Trix will actually pick him up here, and that's going to make things now 4-3 on the scoreboard, guys. But still Penta with the 1-round advantage.
Yeah, with the 1-round advantage, and still Penta is doing so much stuff with the tactics. I mean, they are swapping with the snipers. Thunder is sniping underpass like
Flex was sniping a main a vent as well also.
Yeah, and FaZe was also scoping on B. So they're swapping the snipers, and if you play against a team that is swapping snipers or swapping the positions of a sniper, you are going to be like mostly like scared if you want to peek there or not, because you can face the scope.
Yeah. I think the ultimate disrespect will be is when, you know, the moment where Penta feels so confident that they give Loons a sniper. We know that will be the ultimate disrespect. But I doubt coming into WCA they will actually do that. But Loons though might actually go ahead and peek this underpass here. I'm not quite sure. He does have 2 players there. He is going to get full flash. FaZe though is going to go ahead and peek this time. He's going to go ahead and nade in. But looks like ArcaneX actually falling off from this pick. Dice did get the initial kill there, but now Trix though is going to go ahead and peek. FaZe though will go opt to spray. Doesn't land the shot though. Thunder pretty low on HP, left in 39 HP. Going to go ahead, flash over the wall, whips out the Diga. Great shot coming out of the rain, but looks like Tasty will go ahead and it looks like Tasty will go ahead and trade him up on that one. Rain now trying to find this pick here. Could he pick off Farzad with the flash out? No, he can't. Actually, Rain is going to get picked up by Trix, who came in from A connector. Flex and FaZe now last 2 left alive. FaZe already in the A connector. Can he get a kill at least? No, he can't. Flex FaZe not managing to get the back rip, but great 2K coming out of Flex. That's going to make FaZe's FaZe's clutch all the more possible here. Really, I mean, he has so much pressure on him right now at this moment. Beautiful headshot coming out of FaZe there, making things out a 1-on-1 situation. Watching his back now, not quite sure where Dice is at this moment in time. Dice playing on the stairs here. FaZe not going to make his way up. FaZe still watching the positions there. He finally spots him though. Dice has to play this smart here. FaZe though is just playing on the stairs. Now going to drop under. Spot him. Beautiful beautiful clutch for FaZe there. 2-on-1, picks the round and gets the bomb defusal. And that's 2 rounds now. Yeah, that's a 5-3 now on the scoreboard for Team Penta, up on 2 rounds here. And this could be a huge momentum swing for them, Laren.
Yes, indeed, and FaZe with an incredible game. I mean, he's dropping 12 kills. On the other side, Tricks as well. But FaZe, I mean, he's swapping to the AK. He's swapping to the AWP. So he's more like a hybrid player, and he's swapping his starts. He's playing passive, aggressive. So he's kind of making his game like today. Really, he's really on point.
Indeed, he is. And now we see Thunder here scoping this A-Long. It looks like he did push up with the Rain, and I believe he pushed up with Flex as well. He could actually find this initial pick. Yes, he does. Beautiful shot coming out of Thunder there. Is he going to fall off? He needs to fall off from this, but I think he might want to find a second. I don't think Dice is actually going to peek. Dice is actually going to rush on mid there. And in the meantime, though, we do see ZDD as well. He's going to actually go ahead, head off towards one. What a shot from ZDD there. Incredible shot there from ZDD. Picks off Thunder. A beautiful 1-for-1 trade there, Lauren. Tying, the situation is now tied, obviously, 4v4 situation. 1 minute, 20 seconds left on the clock here. And obviously, it looks like FaZe is going to be off in the CT. Flex, though, picks up the OP here. Can he land the shot? He misses the shot, actually, as he fired it through the box. Tasty is going to rush him. Tasty, though, will actually pick him up. They're making things a 4-on-3 situation now. Rain looking for this straight playing off in between crazy boxes here. Tasty is still trying to contest, but this falls out, though, does find the pick onto FaZe. Loons has to hold the B side. Rain, in the meantime, is up against Tasty. Rain needs to decide what does he want to do. Does he want to hold B with Loons, or does he want to fight Tasty? It looks like that battle is once again going to commence, but Rain, though, once again now actually running towards Loons. Loons knows it's going to be a B-side. Flash is going. Rain, they're going to be firing the initial shots. So Loons finds the first one. He finds the second as well. Can he get the third? Loons still actually not going to continue spraying. They're going to empty his clip. They switch towards the Deagle. He has an AK, I believe probably a fresh AK right in front of him. Tasty, though, making his way off towards the tower. But what a shot coming out of Rain, and he gets the double. Again, another 1v2 clutch for Rain here, making things 6-3 on the scoreboard there. A beautiful, not even a beautiful, a very entertaining first half, should we say, in this match of Penta versus ArcaneX here, Lauren. 6-3 for Team Penta here. What a half that was, Lauren. Man, what a half that was.
What a half. I mean, we saw so many different strategies out of Penta. They have good rotation as team when it comes to clutch situations. They're also using more than one player with the scope. Sometimes, or most of the times, Thunder scoped, but as well, FaZe picked it up and just do some shots, and that's like you're hyping yourself up. You're getting momentum if you're still like fragging with more than just a rival, and as well, the clutches were on point. I mean, in the beginning, it was like trading round by round, but in the end. Penta came up with in the score 6-3, I believe it was 6-3. Yes. So yeah, Penta is now on point, and they want to roll on.
Indeed, they do want to roll on. It looks like now we're gonna go ahead, jump into the second half here, guys. So let's get things ready to. Well, let's get things underway here. Looks like Penta will be now playing the blacklist side of things here, guys, and we will be seeing Loons already initially towards the bomb site, and let's see what happens here. Penta actually going to be running up 3 middle here, FaZe towards A-Long, Loons towards B-Long this time, and looks like Farzad will actually be the first one to get picked up here. ZDD looking to trade things up. Thunder ran right past him, picks up the double for himself, making things now even 3v3 situation as Dice just picked off Thunder here. Dice now looking for a second pick. He's going to get pushed out by Rain. Rain will actually go ahead and pick him up here. Rain actually accidentally picking up the AWP there, and I would have thought that would have been the maximum disrespect as well if Rain was sniping, but it looks like that did not happen. But Tricks with an impeccable 2K in the underpass, and once again the bomb is dropped. 1-on-2 situation here, Lauren. What can FaZe do? I mean, he has a 1 minute and 30 seconds left on the clock.
I mean, Tricks is so on point now, but FaZe, like, if you get the right timing, I mean, he have enough time to work with, but the bomb is still down, but still he can work with the time, and if he gets one by flanking or by, like, walking behind him, he still can clutch that situation.
Indeed, he can, and now FaZe actually making his way up here, and looks like he was in the hotel for a second. He will go ahead and flash that Bay long, and just to sort of confuse the enemy, looks like Trix now is actually in base, and he's actually right outside the spawn, and he will pick up FaZe. A beautiful positioning for Trix there, and that's the first round of this second half on the scoreboard for Team ArcaneX, making things 6-4.
Yes, 6-4, that's right.
So but yeah, guys, remember this is still the first map here, and second map will of course be Port, I believe.
Yes,
yeah, will
that's also right.
Port, yeah, will be Port, picked by obviously Team Penta, but let's get things running here. Looks like Flex is probably going to be going entry frag here along with Thunder. Maybe FaZe is scoping as well. And, well, Thunder, they're going to find the first initial pick there onto Dice. Looks like ZWD is still playing in... actually, he's not playing in Underpass there. My bad, guys. ZWD is actually just playing outside of Underpass here, more towards the bomb side. Trix, in the meantime, is playing in a CT spawn here, watching the mid push. Loons though making his way off, well, actually Loons just outside this B long. Actually FaZe, it seems to be is scoping from Moss here to the A vents area. In the meantime, Rain does have the bomb in their own spawn. Thunder as well sniping his spawn as well, maybe looking to see if anyone goes towards AC. Flex, not quite sure what he's really doing. He's just sort of standing there, you know, waiting to become used more or less. But he is gonna rotate towards Loons here, so now he actually does have some you know, he's actually worthwhile using. But I think Penta now might be rotating off towards A side here. Smoke goes in as well. Generally, I have realized Rain will tend to throw smokes here to fake off certain sites, but Rain is gonna go ahead, drop the bomb here. 55 seconds left on the clock, Laren. What can they do?
What can they do? I mean, they're all in front of Ace, so they're going to push that spot. But still, ArcaneX, they're there with 2 players, and maybe they smell it a bit.
Well, maybe they do. I mean, Flash goes in, Tasty, fully blind here, playing off behind this box. He needs to pick off one. Yes, he will. Flex will actually trade him up though. Trix now all up to Trix here. He needs to hold this. Finds one, watching the stairs now. Looks like Farzad is already rotated as well. He's gonna get picked up. Trix though does actually trade that one up onto Flex here. 2-on-2 situation. FaZe still has the sniper watching the backs. Rain has the bomb as well. He's gonna go ahead and plant that. 18 seconds left on the clock. He needs to stick it. He is gonna go ahead and stick it. Both players now playing off in CT. ZWD and Trix. I'm gonna actually go ahead and run up from CT here. FaZe still watching the back. Actually, Rain just gonna go ahead and spot things there. Rain doesn't really spot anyone. He spots ZWD now. Spots the second as well. Beautiful spray control. The full control there, aka Pasha Biceps. The full control coming out of Penta Raging there as he picks up the round, making things now 7-4.
Yes, my friends.
Yes, yes, my friend.
Yeah.
You are not my friend. You are my brother, my friend.
Man, but Raging is really on point. I mean, he's clutching and clutching and clutching. He's getting the round at the end.
Oh, what a shot there from Trix. But yeah, well, another great shot coming out of Trix there. Flex though finally will trade it up. But as you said, Rain with an impeccable 1-on-2 clutches and all sorts he's doing. Loser finally finds a kill for himself. Could have got a second, but ZWD will trade that one up. ZWD now making his way up. He spots Flex. Flex will get gunned down here. All up to Thunder now. 1-on-3 situation. Thunder will go ahead and spray the way. He didn't realize there was a second player as well coming out from main. And Farzad will go ahead and pick him up. And now that's the second round on the scoreboard, making things now 7-5 now, if I'm correct, Laren.
That's correct. 7-5.
7-5 now on the scoreboard. I mean, this could actually be close.
Yeah, it could be close. And ArcaneX figured out that maybe they have to push a bit more, because last round they get the entries because of that push, and maybe it's like a bit weak. Maybe Penta is a bit weak holding these pushes away.
Indeed it is, and right now though, looks like Penta are headed off towards the A bomb site here. Thunder does have the bomb, but he's going to be a little bit late to getting there. Loons though has opted to take the M4. Remember, this is a BB Cup, Laren, so M4 obviously requires 2 shots to the head in order to you know, get the kill. Obviously a dink shot will be roughly around about 82 to maybe 87, but Loser does find one with the M4. Thunder trades up onto Trix as the Trix picked off Flex. ZWD though coming in from the A connector here. He has a Rain just literally on those crazy boxes. Rain could go big here. He's forced the first one. He is going to get dinked to 68. He's going to get pushed up by ZWD. ZWD will go ahead and pick him up. ZWD now holding a different angle. Probably going to be opting to take the A vents here. It looks like he will. Loons though is checking there as well. Loons has spotted him, but Dice though actually this time picks him up. Dice are switching towards the M4 here. Thunder picks up one. FaZe gets the double though, and that's gonna end that round, Laren. Another round on the scoreboard for Team Penta, making things 8 to 5 now.
8 to 5, that's correct.
8 to 5 on the scoreboard for Penta. Go ahead, Aaron, what were you going to say?
Penta's just so close to even close that map and to go nearly to secure the win. I mean, they have to win that the first map, and as well you need to win 2 maps for sure, but still they're so close to win the first map, and they're still the favorites, and they're going to pick up this little momentum. They're just getting round.
Now once again, they are going to be pushing this ace. Beautiful 2K coming out of Flex. Beautiful entry as well, should we say. Trixer did trade up onto Loons, but there's only a 2-for-1 trade. Rain now actually has been spotted in the smoke once again, playing towards crazy boxes. Thunder though finds one onto Dice here. All up to Farzad. Now 1-on-4 situation. He picks up one. What a deagle coming out of Rain there. Farzad though finds a second as well. I don't know how Rain landed that deagle shot, and but he did. Great shot coming out of Rain there. 2-on-1 situation for Farzad here. He needs to do this for the 1v4. He finds another one onto FaZe. 1-on-1 for Farzad now up against Thunder. Throws in the, I think he threw in a flasher. I wasn't actually watching, but bomb is still taken away. Thunder though actually playing off towards the CT side now. Farzad needs to make a move. That bomb is ticking. He doesn't have enough time here. He needs to clutch this as well. 1-on-4 situation for him. He's going to probably go ahead, opt to take the bomb defuse. He can't do it. He needs to rush Thunder. He doesn't have much time. Thunder though playing beautifully well there, and he picks up the round for his team. Very well played that for Thunder as well. Just taking his time, just, you know, obviously playing the peaking game with Farzad there. Farzad obviously took too much time there in order to get that round for himself, but very nice try nonetheless. Picked up 3 frags out of the 4, but unfortunately didn't get the last one on the bomb defuse.
Yeah, Farzad was just too, let's say, too slow on the retake.
Too casual.
Too casual?
Yeah, too casual on the retake, in my opinion. I think he sort of realized, you know, I have a lot of time. We're still on Amber at the moment. Obviously, once again, though, a push coming out of Penta. The ZWD finding the first frag. Now, Tasty now needs to hold it, but he gets picked up as well by Flex. But what a shot there from Trix through the smoke. Trix are picking up Flex. They're making things out. A 3-on-3 situation. Dice though still outside CT as well. Farzad now making his way probably towards the A connector. Thunder has the open hand, and remember, Thunder, Laren, remember, Thunder is one of the most deadliest snipers in CrossFire Europe. You know, definitely a force to be reckoned with, in my opinion. Loons though spots 2 in the A connector. He's gonna call for a cover sometime soon. Looks like it's gonna be Thunder there to snipe it. Thunder holding the angle, misses the shot there. Can you find the second? No, he can't. Farzad coming in from the vents. He picks up both of them. All up to FaZe now. 1-on-3 situation. FaZe are gonna get rushed by everyone, and he cannot do it. Unfortunately for Thunder, he didn't land the 2 shots there, and he got picked up. But that's another round now on the scoreboard for Team
It's now
ArcaneX.
Yes, that's right. Now it's 9 to 6 score-wise for Penta.
Yeah, so one more round here for Team Penta, Laren, and they will take the first map, and possibly now we might be seeing a very slow push towards B. I'm smelling it, Laren. It's going to be a very slow push towards B, but you know, that's just me, that's just my opinion, but we'll see what happens. Generally, tend to take this round slow, you know, get everyone to calm down at this point. Very important round as it is. And obviously, you know, but it looks like they were pushing towards that B. Trix finding the initial shot onto Thunder. That Loons does actually trade up onto Farzad. It looks like we do have a player ZWD in the hotel. He's gonna go up against Loons. Loons picks him up. Trix now does trade up onto Rain. Trix now pulling out the deagle here. He needs to call for support, but he's gonna get picked off by FaZe here, who actually pushed up through mid. Trix will fall down to FaZe. FaZe though does spot another player as well. He's gonna fall back. Loons in the hotel as well. He needs to fall back as well. Group up with FaZe. They need to pick up the bomb as well. Loons goes ahead, picks up the bomb. FaZe now making his way up through underpass. Dice is playing just outside this mid. No one towards his B side, but FaZe does get spotted here. Does take a bit of damage as well by Tasty. Tasty at this point is falling back. He should be peeking at this point. He's allowed Loons to cross here. Loons literally all he needs to do is drop down and put down the bomb. But looks like both players now, Dice and Tasty, are already on bomb side. FaZe, where is FaZe going? FaZe looks to be going for an immense flank here, and Loons will fall. A very bad call coming out of Penta here. But Loons, FaZe here needs to clutch this 1-on-2 situation. 55 seconds left on the clock. Bomb is dropped. FaZe doesn't have much time. Well, not much time, but he doesn't have much HP. He's left an 18 HP. Gonna go ahead, pick up the AWP here. This is a very ballsy move coming out of FaZe, opting to take the AWP here, and he's gonna go ahead and go for the CT angle. No, actually, FaZe, what are you doing?
Maybe he thought he got the bomb or something like this.
Yeah, maybe he thought he had the bomb, but actually he didn't. He's gonna go ahead and play the angle. 29 seconds left on the clock. Spots Tasty, just misses his head here. He knows where Dice is as well. Trying to go for the wall bang, but doesn't manage to get it. Gonna go ahead, bunny up in here. He has Dice playing literally on sandwich. He needs to pick him up, picks him up with a 1-dig. 14 seconds left on the clock here, up against Tasty. Tasty will go ahead and peek and picks him up here. That looked so close for a FaZe there, especially with the 1-dig onto Dice.
Man, FaZe is just a player. If you got the deagle in his hand, man, just hide your hands.
He's like Kirby. He's like Kirby from CSGO, the deagle god. But anyway, though, once again, Penta here, they realized A was working for them. And now, once again, they're going to head off towards A here. And once again, the push is incoming. Got both players on side here, Dice and Tasty. Dice though is obviously playing off behind this box here. Hopefully Tasty doesn't get spotted, but Tasty will get spotted here. Flex on top of his head there. Actually will go ahead and pick him up. Tricks though does actually trade up with one frag onto Thunder here, but the bomb is already down. 4-on-3 situation. ZWD though coming in. All three players from CT actually coming in. Loser does pick off the first one though. Dice, ZWD does trade. Loons finds the second and he gets the third. What a way to end that from Loons. That's a good game in itself there. Yeah. From Loons, a beautiful way to end that, and that is obviously a GG.
GG for the first map, yes.
Yeah, GG for the first map there, guys. So well done to Team Penta. They're taking the first half. Taking the first map there, and now we're going to be running off into Port now here. Obviously picked by Team Penta. And looks like ArcaneX will be taking the global reside here. So what a game that was!
Man, what a game! It was unbelievable. I mean, we saw different strategies. We saw more than one AWP. We saw crazy clutches as well. Like Rain pulled off, I think, 3 clutches, I believe, as well. FaZe did incredible shots. For example, this deagle shot at the end, man, it was just incredible. At the other team, ArcaneX, Sata so on the point, getting the frags. Sata's Trixban. Yeah, Trixbony. So Sata is really on point. He's getting more than 10 kills per half, I think, and he's doing just pretty good work for his team. But still, if ArcaneX want to pull this up, they have to come back. Everybody in the team has to frag, and they maybe find a strategy which is working against Penta.
Indeed they do, and I actually have to go ahead and tell them I'm ready here, guys. So we're about to go underway here for this. Wait, are we doing a knife round? Apparently they do have the knife here, guys. So it looks like we actually won't be doing a knife round here, guys. For our team ArcaneX will be taking the global side of things here. Obviously, the map pick is from Team Penta, which is Port, guys. So obviously, classic Penta here, Laren. Obviously, one of the strongest maps for Team Penta is Port, as we know. But anyway, guys, we're gonna go ahead and jump off into this game here now. We will be seeing Penta on the on the blacklist side of things. Loons are making his way towards A, and right now we're seeing a 3-1-1 split up here. 3 towards A, 1 towards mid, 1 towards B, which is Flex. And then on the other side of things, we've got Balkan, aka ZWD, watching mid, but already kicking things off here is Tasty with the first kill there onto Rain. And I was gonna mention is a 2-1-2 setup here for team for Team ArcaneX. But anyway, what a way to kick things off here. Tasty with the first initial pick here. Tricks alongside him on A as well. And that's going to be a very deadly combo there, Laren. I mean, having Tasty and Tricks both on the same position, which is A. I mean, they did so much work in the last game on Ankara. I mean, those two were the only ones fragging for at least 5 rounds or so in the first half. So having those two together is in itself going to be a very deadly combo.
Yes, that's right. I mean, they can pull off so many frags, but still, PENTA, they're deciding to go more towards the middle, getting more control, winning the A connectors. So PENTA is still a bit slowly, even with 4 players.
Indeed, it is a bit of a slow even with 4 players here, but looks like Thunder wants to get aggressive here to get this mid pick, but he'll have to be quick if someone picks him up from Candy as well. But Thunder now making his way. I think there's a player right behind him, but no, it's actually off towards bridge. Thunder now getting aggressive. Can he land the shot? He's in double scope though. He does have support left on 9 HP. Hiding with the Diga. Is he gonna back off? Yeah, he's gonna nade out and back off there. And FaZe, he is still watching the B crack here. Loons has the bomb in A connector here, so maybe PENTA now probably opting to push this A side here, Laren. Tasty and Tricks both need to hold this. Tasty still playing off towards bomb site here, and it looks like the push is about to come in any moment soon. Flexer will go ahead and put flash on the side there. ZW does find one, but Tricks actually finds 2 of his own as well, leaving FaZe now in a 1-on-5 situation. 16 seconds left on the clock. What a shot from FaZe! But a beautiful way to go out though. I mean, if you only have 10 seconds left and you're in a 1v5, you're gonna go out with style.
Yeah.
And looks like
indeed, but
guys well, looks like they did pick him up, so
indeed, but as we see, ArcaneX gets the first round, and maybe they are having now a little run. I mean, starting the first and maybe the second round off with securing that round, that gives you a little momentum boost. Even if you're like 1 map behind, they still can like, as well, they choose the site, and like if they get things rolling, they're going to get rolling. Yes. Yeah, if they get things rolling, they might secure much more rounds.
Indeed they could, and now Thunder actually gonna get boosted here on this A-long ledge, and will go ahead and try firing the shot, but doesn't manage to get it, as Tasty will go ahead and pick him up there. Tasty does tend to, did just opt to flash that A-long, but didn't peek out with the flash there. Tasty though once again fires another shot. He has Tricks alongside him here as well, playing off in the little closet area. The Rain though does pick off Tasty. FaZe finds one as well. CWD now has already rotated. He's going to be running onto site. Flashes out from ladder here. Flash goes off from A top as well. CWD though looks away from the flash and sees if he can pick off one from the elevator, but it looks like PENTA are actually backing off at this point, headed towards B. Looks like Rain is the only one in the spawn right now, as he was the one watching B long to make sure they didn't push up right now.
Yeah, and Flex.
Flex, as you just said, is literally right under the ladder. That ZWD will actually pick him up, but that is somewhat bait, in my opinion, for PENTA to actually get a rotate here. FaZe now probably going to tell them what to do at this point, or maybe Loons as well. I mean, we did say, I remember a couple of streams ago during CFS, we did say Loons is the brain of PENTA, and he has shown that in recent matches. But right now, PENTA though headed off towards this B side, Laren, and Dice has to hold this. He has 100 HP. Loser will spot him. Only picks off one. The Rain gonna go ahead stick the bomb plan here. ZW rotating as well. Falls out. It's literally right outside the bomb site here. He could have made a play. You know, just picking them off as they're trying to get into pre-plant positions. But FaZe though is gonna go ahead and play off in the back wall here. Shots will be fired with the, if the FaZe plays as well, he won't peek up until the firing will stop, but beautiful shots there coming out of FaZe, and the Rain as well, as he gets the box shot, and that's going to put things now 1-1 1-1 in this first half of Port.
1-1 indeed, and it was a pretty good setup there from FaZe with the cross aim. I think it was Raging there as well. It was perfectly set up at the B-bomb spot, so like we already see, PENTA is doing great work with the communication, with the team play, with the setups.
Here they are now. Nade goes off into box room here. Flex probably looking to get a pick as well. Thunder though is gonna actually run up towards top box room though, but Rain finds the pick onto Farzad here. Dice has to hold this. He's gonna get full flash. Flex will finish him off. ZWD now actually rotating spots the first one. Thunder picks him up. Trix now making his way onto Say as well. He picks off the first one. Spots the Rain. Picks Flex through. Actually picks up Flex as he had the nade in his hand. Tasty now all up to Tasty. Rain picked off the Trix there. Through the box to 1-on-3 situation for Tasty, but looks like he cannot do it. FaZe did actually flank him. So what a push coming out of Penta.
What a push. I mean, they're getting the entries as well. FaZe, if FaZe sees, okay, we got the spot, he's going to rotate over the Canucta through the middle and also back ripping the last guy. So FaZe are also is a pretty good flanker.
Indeed, he is a very good flanker. I mean, he's one of those players that can do, you know, is generally an all-rounder in a sense. I mean, he can play entry, he can play support, he can play lurk, he can also snipe. So, I mean, FaZe doing literally all sorts here. And right now, the smoke goes in by FaZe here. Trixor does find the initial pick there onto Thunder, but FaZe already making his way off towards ladder. But Tasty will go ahead and pick him up there. Tasty now has spotted Rain as well, trying to pick him up. Rain could actually finish him up as well if Tasty's not too careful.
Yes, indeed. And now ArcaneX with the advantage here. 5 against 3. They're also stacking the A-spot more passive. They're not peeking that much, and Penta is focusing on the middle side.
Indeed, they are focusing on the middle side. Flex though did just actually push up slightly up towards Candy there. He did fire a couple of bullets, but they didn't land, so he had to back off. Now watching from outside BC though, but he has spotted Trix. That Trix though will get the better of him. Farzad left on 11 HP as well, but Loon's now actually on top of the Harvey position. Puts a couple of bullets off it into the player on Candy there, but doesn't manage to finish him up. And Nade goes off into the BC area, but doesn't really lit up Loons at all. Flash goes in by Dice. So Dice, is he going to peek out with the flash? No, he isn't. That could have been a free kill for them. And it looks like Penta now are going to go ahead and push off into this side here. Loons finds the first one as ZWD traded up onto Rain, but Dice will finish things up there, and that makes things 2-2 now.
Man, it's
first half.
It's still unbelievable how these teams are trading round by round. I mean, Penta is clearly the favorite of that match, but still ArcaneX is not giving up. They're trading kill by kill by kill and round by round, and it's still a close game.
Most definitely, it is a close game, and now once again, Penta headed off towards this B side once again. It looks like ZWD has to hold this. He's going to actually go ahead and nade into the box room, doing a fair bit of damage onto Flex. Dice now this time playing the headshot position. It looks like Trix still seems to be towards a Tasty as well, and in the meantime we do have Farzad watching mid as well. FaZe probably going to be doing a fake actually. I think Flash is going, Flex is actually going to go ahead and push in. Dice though playing off towards CT. ZWD finds one though before getting picked up by Thunder. Dice though finds one of his own. Can he find the second on the ring? No, he can't. Farzad now actually rotated up the side, spots Thunder. Thunder picks him up there. Farzad could actually land the flick shot. That Trix now making his way as well, watching his flank to make sure no one's there, but FaZe is actually already in that base. FaZe is going to make a huge play here as he's already in the base, actually going to come up from behind him. Spots Tasty, picks him up, actually going to fall back behind the box here to see if he to make sure Trix does not pick him up, and now he's just going to go ahead and toy with him. Trix has to hunt him here. FaZe drops his pistol as well, drops his axe, well, sorry, didn't drop his axe, I thought he dropped his AK as well, and Thunder will finish him. Incredible play there coming out of FaZe. That was pretty goddamn hilarious.
Man, that play from FaZe was unbelievable. I mean, he gets the first frag, and then he's like, hey, you can hunt me. Then the second guy is going to hunt him, and FaZe like, hey, I don't need my deagle, I just threw it away.
Yeah, I mean, yoked to the deagle, obviously, Lauren. But the AK is where it stands for me, obviously, and you know, trying to land the one-tap quick switch as well in this match. So, but yeah, I mean, Thunder now though headed off to the B control area here. It looks like Flex still outside this the B long as well. FaZe though this time has made his way into the A connector. It looks like Loons in the meantime is on top of well, it's actually an A connector as well. Thunder now making his way as well. Rain seems to be towards A long. This seems to be an A push here coming out of Team Penta here. Tasty needs to hold this. Smoke's going. Tasty sees them. So another smoke goes in as well. Tasty about to flash out any moment soon. Yes, he will. Is he going to peek out with the flash? No, he's actually going to drop ladder this time. But he spots a Rain there. Spots another two as well, I think. Nate goes in there, beautiful Nate, but he finds one though. Could he find the second? Yes, he does before he falls down. Rain though finds two of his own as well. Dice now actually rotating. Dice could actually go huge here. He has a player on his right and he doesn't see him. Well, FaZe will actually pick him up there. ZWD now has to trade up, but it will not happen there. I don't think Dice spotted FaZe there.
I don't know what happened, but there was a smoke, that's right, but still, FaZe and Rain there so on point. I mean, Rain with 10 kills and FaZe with 7 kills. They are just rolling over.
Indeed, they are just rolling over here, and right now though we do see Rain and Loons. We do see Rain towards this A long right now. Loons rushing a mid here. Thunder is actually right outside their base, but he will actually go ahead and back off here. Thunder making his way into AC, so maybe another B push. A push coming out of Team Penta here, but Flex did just get picked up by Dice's Deagle, so a brilliant shot by him, but that's not going to stop Thunder from rushing this A. Smokes go in here. Tasty this time opting to play a much more, let's say, a much more passive angle again, though he is flash. The Trix though has the order. He finds the first one. Tasty finds the second of it as well, and Trix finishes it up with the second also. So beautiful hold there coming out of Team ArcaneX.
Yeah. ArcaneX is coming back. I mean, maybe they just figured out a bit the weak point from Penta, but still they're coming back, and players like Flex and Lunas, they're a bit struggling with the kills. If they're getting a bit more hyped up, they can load the game more for Penta.
Indeed they could, and now it looks like another push is going to come out to the safe side. Smokes go in here. Tasty though is going to actually get full flashed as well. What a flash that coming out of Team Penta. They're actually going to nade him down here. Trix now has to hold this. He spots the first one though. He will be able to pick up FaZe. He spots the Rain as well. What a shot coming out of Trix here, but Thunder does trade actually, and Flex finds him as well. Thunder finding a second as well. All up to Farzad now, 1-on-3 situation. He's right outside. He spots Flex though. Maybe that's not the player he should be focusing on. He spots Thunder as well. Now Luis actually will pick him up with the M4 as well. So 5-3 now on the scoreboard here. 14 Penta. One more round will determine whether ArcaneX go in 5-4 or whether Penta run up with the 2-round lead 6-3. Laren.
Yes, that's right, and Penta is really close to pick that map up and also to pick the win up. I mean, if they win port, they finish the match 2-0, and they are then in the
semi-final up against Team Greedy, it looks like. But once again, the flash is coming out towards this ace here. Tasty, pretty low already on 50 HP. Spots the first one. Flex will go ahead and pick him up. All up to Trix now is actually in the connector this time. Farza though this time is actually playing on the side here. Trix though coming in from the back, picks off Thunder here. Loons finds a pick as well. What a shot there from Rain. ZWD now coming in as well. Dice though finds 2 picks here. Rain though finds 2 of his own as well. Rain now one-on-one battle up against Dice here. What a shot for Rain there. Beautiful clutch there. Beautiful clutch there, sorry. For Rain. What a half. 6-3.
Man, Rain is so on point. I mean, he does 13 frags. He's clutching every time. Like he's the last one alive. It doesn't matter if the enemy is like 2 players or 3 players. Doesn't matter for him. He's clutching, and he's just like, he's a crazy player. I mean, his aim is so on point.
Indeed, it is. What a clutch there for Rain. I mean, he's had many clutches so far. Obviously, in Ankara as well, he had a lot of clutches. But what a half there coming out of Team Penta. I mean, 6-3 in the first half now. So only 4 more rounds, Laren.
Yeah, 4 more rounds, and they're so close to secure the win.
Yeah, and then yeah, literally, as you said, literally an inch away from taking this win home, and obviously progressing to the semi-finals. Remember, guys, whoever wins from this match, guys, will be facing Team Greedy in the semi-finals for that second spot in China, really. But anyway, guys, whilst we wait for the teams here, make sure you go ahead to twitter.com/, WCA Europe, guys. Make sure you tweet at us at WCA Europe, and make sure you use that special hashtag WCA 2015. Also, go ahead, tweet which team you want to see in the representing CrossFire Europe in China, guys, and hopefully if we get the chance we will go ahead and read a couple of those out on the chat. And also yeah, shout out to Friction and Luca, obviously, long time friends, obviously, so big shout out to those two if they're watching. What's up, guys? Peace. And yeah, we will be starting very soon, guys, so I'm now actually gonna go ahead and run a quick 1-minute countdown here, guys, and we will be back very shortly. Don't go anywhere. Alright, guys, so welcome back. We are here once again, your main host here for tonight, Run on Flat, and alongside me we have Laren. Hello, Laren. And right now, guys, we are just waiting for Team Penta here to get back into the round. Well, actually, we are just waiting for Rain to get back into the game here, as he said he'd be right back for 2 minutes. But let's actually go ahead and take a look at the bracket here, guys. As you can see, the Team Greedy did actually win up against Azure. Yeah, up against Azure, and it looks like there's a little bit of a fault here, guys, in our in the overlay. It does say Penta versus Team Greedy, but we actually do not know that right now, so we apologize for that little mistake there. But it's actually right now PENTA Sports versus ArcaneX here, so PENTA Sports haven't yet already gone through, but we will confirm that. Well, we will confirm that in this second half, guys. And it looks like the players are already joining the room here, guys. So let's get things started into the second half of this game here, guys. This time we're going to be seeing ArcaneX on the blacklist side of things this time. And let's take a look at the setup right now. We see two people towards this A-Long here for Team Penta. Looks like FaZe has been boosted up into AC, Flex watching mid, Loons watching mid as well, and Rain on B side, but generally Flex tends to help him as well. On the opposite side, though, we do see Dice in the B box room, two players in B control, in the BC area, Trix and ZWD, Farzad watching bridge as well. Dice though getting the initial pick, and Tasty towards A-Long here, and so yeah, first pick over towards Team ArcaneX here, as Rain got picked off from the headshot box here. FaZe though did take a bit of damage as well, opting to take the AWP here from Flex. And looks like Flex actually might get boosted here. No, sorry, looks like Thunder will actually get boosted here. My mistake, I actually did think that was Flex, but Thunder gonna get boosted into the AC. He does swap Farzad, and probably is gonna go ahead and run back from here. But he actually plays it smart, runs onto the box here, so he can get back into AC. Probably going to be doing another peek here. He has a player right under him, which seems to be Dice. I think he heard the jump up. Dice though. Oh! What a flick coming out of Thunder there. Inhuman reactions. Or, well, actually, that doesn't really work with me. I can't do it as good as Anders. So very nice try from me, I guess. But what a flick there coming out of Thunder there. But I think FaZe did actually get picked up there, Lauren. And Loons actually finds the pick onto ZWD there, making things now even 3v3 here. Flash goes in by Thunder there, watching the A-Long. And he actually did just spot Tasty. That Tasty did a quick peek here, but Tasty now it's covered with tricks, and looks like they will go ahead and pick him up. Loons now opting to rotate as well. Flex already on bomb site. Flex though will actually go ahead and drop down. What a shot there coming out of Flex. Loons are pretty low. Is going to get picked up by Farzad. One-on-one situation for Flex and Farzad. Farzad pretty low as well, but Farzad will actually pick him up with the headshot there. So 6-4 now, guys, overall in this second map. From this best out of 3. And remember, guys, if we do go into a tiebreaker, the deciding map will be Mexico, of course, but let's see what happens up until then. I mean, looking at the setup right now is once again 2-2-1 setup this time, or 2-3-1 setup coming out of Team ArcaneX. Very focused towards this middle, it seems, Laren.
Yeah, that's right, and PENTA is doing a lot of stuff on around A. I mean, Thunder get boosted there and gets the pick there on A. It's crazy, like what they're doing. For example, the round before they're pushing in the A connector. That round when we saw the pick there, he boosted there and at the side boxes to peek A long more wide open, and that's like things that are working good. But still, PENTA is one round behind, but. I think they're not like that struggling. I think they still can pull some rounds off and secure that win.
Indeed it is, and obviously now we do see Dice here on screen, and actually I'm not quite sure what he's doing. I think he's typing something right now, but anyway, ZDD and Tricks though, both in middle here, firing shots into the CT. We know Loons play CT a lot. Farzad in the meantime though is on the bridge, and he will actually go and try just getting towards the A connector, really seeing if they can work a mid pick here, Laren. 59 seconds left on the clock here. Farzad now making his way up. And he actually did just spot a player there, but Dice will go ahead and pick him up. Loons though will actually trade up as he's playing up from CT. ZWD made his way towards Candy. Flex finds him as well. Flex though now looking for the second pick here. Spots Tricks as well. Gets him. Tricks though does trade up onto him for the second kill here. Tricks now watching the B side. He knows pretty much where Rain is going to be. And I think he knows where Thunder is as well. Rain playing his position, but what a Kobe for Rain there. Beautiful nade toss there from Rain, making things now 7-5. 7-4, sorry.
Yes, that's right, 7-4. And PENTA with a pretty good setup here. They're working a lot with also trading, for example, weapons. If Thunder is low is high on HP, but Face low on HP, they're trading weapons. So PENTA is doing a lot of communication around the team play, but yeah, still there are some more rounds left to go.
Indeed there is, and nade has just been tossed out, but Thunder is actually going to go ahead and push up to say long here. Nade goes in, what a shot there coming out for Thunder. Farzad in the meantime though is actually going to play this one safe. He is camping just literally right outside the safety. He is going to spot FaZe. FaZe will get picked up by Farzad there. So pretty even 1-to-1 trade. They're making things 4v4 now. But what a shot there for Rain! And a pistol kill for Thunder as well. ZWD now is gonna be the last one left alive there, as Rain just got a pretty nice flick as well. Again onto Dice, this time 1-on-4 situation for ZWD. He has to push out. He's gonna get spotted from the B entry, from B box room. Actually 3 AK spraying at him. Or should we say 2 AK spraying at him, but Flex will actually pick up the kill there. So that's second round now on the scoreboard, making things 8-4 now, Laren.
Yes, 8-4
on the scoreboard for Team PENTA as it is, and our FaZe opting to take the OP here. Thunder sniping middle. Actually, Loons is sniping towards A. Thunder now looking for a cross shot. He finds the first one. Can he find the second? Yes, he will. We're looking for a third one for Thunder now through the smoke. Can he hit it? No, he's actually going to get flashed. FaZe finds one of his own as well with the Diga. The Dice though will get picked up as well as he traded up onto Thunder. And that's 3 rounds now on the scoreboard for Team PENTA, making things 9-4 here, Laren. One more round will decide what will we'll decide the outcome here of this final game. I know this is what I want to see. FaZe sniping off towards B long. He's done it before, and he's gonna go ahead and do it again. FaZe actually this time Dice actually will get the upper hand on him and will actually pick him up there. The Tricks actually as well finding a pick on terrain. That's pretty much B bomb site open for them. Flex needs to rotate as soon as possible. He's actually already on site, but he's gonna get gunned down by Dice. All up to Loser. He spots Dice, picks him up. Can he get Tricks as well? No, he can't. Tricks will go ahead and pick him up. Thunder now actually watching well, is actually going to be coming in from the back here. ZWD right behind him, but Fargard will pick him up. So literally right now, I mean, ArcaneX hanging in there by a thread, Laren.
Yes, that's right. I mean, ArcaneX put up the last round, but still, they need to hype up more the team. ZWD with 0 frags, if he would step up a bit, and Tasty as well, it can be a much more close game.
Indeed, it could be, and Thunder sniping this crack area there. And what a shot coming out of Thunder there by Tricks. Tricks not being wary of his crack there. I mean, they did spot Thunder sniping belong, and obviously Thunder fired the shot. So surely Tricks should have realized, you know, possibility he might be peeking the crack as well. And unfortunately he was, and he got picked up. So. But I mean, again, 5v4 early advantage for Team Penta here, and looks like Dice is actually top of box room here, and so Dice could actually probably make a play here if Rain is actually not too careful. But Rain is actually not playing on a headshot position, headshot box should we call it. So you know, he should be safe at the moment. Currently at this moment in time, but he has gone ahead, jumped up there to peek from the box room, to peek over the wall that is seen to box room, and he has spotted Dice, and now Dice actually gonna flash out because he doesn't want to obviously get picked up by Thunder there, but they have no clue as to where Thunder is, but as we can see, he's obviously on a top. So what would you do at this point? I mean, you see Tasty literally right outside their base. Literally right outside their base, Lauren.
I think ArcaneX know that Lunas is playing more from the left side from the base and faces upside the base, and they're still struggling.
DDR Loons though picking up 2 players here in this middle. ZWD is going to fall as well. All up to Dice now. 1-on-4 situation. 30 seconds left on the clock, and well, Loons is just going to end it like that with a pistol shot to the head. So there you go, guys. Your winners, Penta, now headed off into the semi-finals against Team Greedy. Yeah, against Team Greedy here, guys. So make sure you stay tuned for this match, guys. We will be starting. It should be starting in the next 20 minutes or so, guys. But what a game there, Lauren, for Team Penta. I mean, started off a little bit. Well, let's say Ankara started off a little bit rough for them, but they did manage to pull back here. And just gonna go ahead and type in GG in the chat there. So again, obviously, you know, GG to Team Penta there, and hopefully we shall be seeing them next in the semi-finals in roughly about 20 minutes, guys. So we're actually gonna go ahead and switch the screen here, guys, and we're gonna play some music, and we will be seeing you guys very shortly. Don't go anywhere.